What's up, guys? Welcome back to Austin Makes Stuff. This week I've got a little garden update for you. This past month or so we've had about 15 inches of rain, so it's just been non-stop, which is obviously pretty good for a garden. And I haven't really had to spend too much time watering. Actually, I got my drip irrigation system installed in the front, and I have not even used it once yet because it's just been so wet. I mean, my goodness. You can see, let's see. So I've got these little felt pots, and I use this one for my lemon tree, which we've got, quite a bit of lemons on them. Let's see if I can get it to focus. We've got several lemons on there. But yeah, all the plants are looking kind of bare because we've just had storms come through. But as you can see, my little felt pots, how wet they are, and they just have stayed wet. So trying to get them to dry out, and I think it's drying out a little bit now, but who knows. So my garden itself is doing really good. I'm gonna start with the spinach because the spinach isn't doing so good. It started off really strong, but now it's just been eaten alive. So I haven't gotten too much off of this. I got enough for a couple of salads, but this I don't really know what to do. Like I said, this is my first garden, so I'm not really familiar with how everything works. But let's see. So here are my onions. My onions are huge. Check out my onions, and you can see some of them are starting to come out. And I don't know when to pull them. Tomatoes are easy because they turn red and you pull them. But onions, I'll just leave a comment down below. Tell me when I should pull my onions out. Over here, I've got my squash. Squash is looking okay. Probably need to roll this bag down a little bit more so they can spread out, but got a few squash coming in, and they're looking pretty good. Can't wait for squash. My gosh, those are like my favorite things. There's another squash plant. That one I definitely need to roll down, but they've just had so much water. Here's my potato plant. It's looking kind of puny too. I'm not a gardener, so I don't know. It looks fine. Maybe we'll get some potatoes off of it. My tomato plant, though, looks really good. This is just a grape tomato plant. And as you can see, I've got all kinds of little grape tomatoes in there. I mean, this is really starting to get full of tomatoes. I see them all over. You can just see them in there. And a lot more blooms too, so there's more coming. But yeah, I guess when they turn red, we'll start getting to pull some off of there. So that's pretty much my garden update. Some other things we're working on. I'll kind of show you my front flower bed. We got it all cleaned up, and of course put mulch down, and we got the cheap mulch, but 15 inches of rain on top of it kind of has already made it look pretty dry, so it's definitely also already lost some of its color. But check out my hydrangea plants. This is their third year in the ground, and they're finally starting to get just massive. I've already got some blooming over here, so I'm super excited about that. My video a couple of weeks ago, I showed you the roses that were looking really awesome, but of course had several storms come through, so it just stripped them of all their roses. So I'll have to go through and pluck all these off, see if we can't get these things growing again. But yeah, so we did the hydrangeas. Got some caladiums that we put up front where this area kind of stays wet. That's kind of our air conditioner drip, so we'll have it drip in that area. But check out these hydrangeas, they're just huge. Love them. And then there's obviously my drip irrigation, and I covered all the hose for that too. And I actually extended the bed, the flower bed, down this direction some. so that I can plant something, you know, in this area. And there's the end of my drip irrigation, so it worked out perfectly for that. And then there's my cedar wall, my table that me and my wife poured. And then here's a new flower bed that we made just next to our back door. Some begonias, and then there's some zinnias. It's funny, like it's funny that I know the names of these plants now. I guess just things we say as adults. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. Just wanted to say thank you for watching my last video. At the time that I released it, I had 140 subscribers, probably a little bit less than that. And then today I have 170 subscribers. So thank you so much for tuning in